Okay, welcome everybody. This is Randy, and this is part 2 of our SEO basics video series. In part 1, we covered the basics of on-page SEO and a few things there. Be sure and check that video out. There's a lot of information. I'm going to put a link in the description below, so check that out. And in part 2, we're going to cover keywords, how to find good keywords, how to use keywords in your content, and how to find what I call the low-hanging fruit keyword search phrases. Those are phrases that anybody can find, anybody can use in their content. You can use that to get traffic, get people to your site, and you don't have to spend a ton of money doing it. You just have to have good content. We'll talk more about that in a minute. As always, I want to thank DraftKings for sponsoring these videos. DraftKings is the oh wait, no, I'm the only guy DraftKings isn't paying for paid sponsorship. So seriously though, as always, I do want to thank Pass.net. They're the largest gaming affiliate network. They have high CPAs, high rev share deals. They really treat their affiliates right. They do some excellent affiliate promotions. They've had the match promotion going on for a few months now. You have to opt into that, which is simply just sending a sport ticket and saying, hey, match my casino, match my sportsbook commission. They're running again this month and next month for all non-US casinos and sportsbooks. It's basically just free money. I opted in last month, made an extra $1,000, which is great. I love money. So if you like money too, check that out. Hit me in the forums, hit me up on here, hit Tori, or just go to Pass.net and check out their offers. They have a ton of offers. So it's a really good network if you're an affiliate looking to increase your revenue. So again, thanks to them for these videos. Let's get started. Now, keywords. I'm going to try and cover a lot of stuff quickly. So hopefully I won't jump over everything too fast, but I just want to show you a few ways I try and find keywords and how I use them and how you can use them to make money. There's a lot of tools on the internet. We're going to cover just a few of them. They're all free. They're all easy to use, easy to find, and what you can do is you can make a list of keywords to use in your content. One of the big mistakes I see a lot of affiliates and webmasters doing is trying to compete for the big keywords, the online poker, the poker bonus, casino bonus, online casinos. Chances are it's going to be a while before you could ever rank for those, even if you spend a lot of money. So a better strategy is to find variations of keywords that you can use in your content that people will search for. Now, these aren't going to be huge volume keywords that you're going to get 1,000 visitors every month for, but you can find keywords and keyword phrases, and that'll drive, say, 10 visitors a month. You find 10 of those, you've got 100 visitors. You should be able to turn 100 visitors into some conversions. And of course, you multiply that out, you can get a lot of traffic by finding low volume keyword search terms. That's the low hanging fruit I mentioned. So let's look at some of the ways I try and find these types of keywords. And one of them is free tool Google Trends. A lot of people know Google Trends. They don't use it a lot. And it's great because you can actually see what's trending and see what topics are hot. You can look at historical data. You can compare keywords. For example, right now is October 22nd. Baseball season's winding up, so you've got the playoffs, baseball playoffs, the World Series coming up. Football season is in full swing, so say we wanted to look up just basic sports betting. And let's see if I can spell right here. So sports betting is a search term. And you can kind of see, it'll give you basic data on how that keyword search is trending right now. So you can see sports betting this is historical data. You can actually refine this and look at specific locations. So if you want to look at the US or another country, you can also look at, let's say, NFL betting. And that's a search term that'll come up. You can actually compare these two. You'll see that, these are seasonal type games, so they're going to be in certain parts of the year. And you can look at regional interest. And again, these are super broad, big terms. Pretty much exactly what I said you shouldn't look for. But again, I'm just doing this to demonstrate how it works. So you can actually put in longer phrases here, and you can look at categories, you can look at, historical data, or you can just look at right now. So, for example, let's remove these keywords. We all know the World Series of Poker runs in the summer, and then they've switched it to where the final table plays in November. So I would expect to see that in the search trends. So let's say World Series of Poker 2015. And there it comes up right there, WSOP 2015. And you can see the data here for 2015, December, which is the end of the final table and all that. And you can see by hovering here, it's kind of hard to see the way the graph is, but you can see, I'm not doing a very good job, but July through September, and then there's a lull, and then it starts back up about now. So October 2005, it starts to ramp up again. You're seeing the actual main event played on ESPN, so people are searching that. They're going to be searching for the November 9. So again, this is just a tool. I'm not going to keep going through and showing different iterations of how you can use it. I think you can figure it out. There's a lot of data in here. It's a free tool. There's a lot you can do with it. It's just one of the ways I like to search through and find hot topics, find things that are trending. Twitter, you can also find trending topics on there, and they have historical data on there too. Just Google Twitter trends, you can find that. So again, that's just one quick tool. And again, the really important part is you can segment it by date, so by year, by month, and then you can also do location. So if you're not in the US, you may want to search things in the UK or in Germany or Spain or Portugal, Mexico. You can find those trending topics and how those keywords are performing in your region or in a specific region you want to target. So again, simple tool, easy to use. Check it out. One that comes up a lot is WordStream. Now this is not a free tool, but you actually get 30 free searches a month, and I use these a lot. You can basically type in a keyword and get keyword ideas, and there's several tools like this. Again, this is one of them. I don't pay for any keyword tools. There's just so many free options, but to just give you a quick example, so we'll just type in daily fantasy sports because that's a hot one. So we're going to say get keyword ideas, and it's going to generate a list of various keywords and give us some frequency. It blurs out the search volume. They want to pay for all that, but just gives you a list of different search terms, and you can say see all. It does prompt you to sign up for your free trial. This isn't a huge keyword, but you get the idea. You can actually get a full list of the keywords emailed to you. It looks like I didn't pick a great term, so let's pick a little better one. We'll again use we'll just say online poker. We'll say online poker bonuses because we know that's a nice broad keyword. So we'll see that come up, and here we go. We see a lot of data here, and you can actually scroll down here. Look at all the different variations: online poker sign-up bonuses, online poker bonus offers, poker sites best online poker bonus, and that's a long tail keyword. Search volume is pretty low, and that's the kind of keyword you can really go after in your content. So when you're writing your content, instead of using the phrase online poker bonus every time, use online poker sign-up bonus, online poker welcome bonus, no deposit bonus. You see that listed there, free online poker bonus. So just literally hundreds of variations. A lot of them are low volume, but again, even if it only gets 10 or 15 searches a month, you target that term, because a lot of people aren't, then you're going to be on the first page of the search results. You're going to get that traffic. And if you looked at some of our other videos about calls to actions and website conversions, hopefully you can convert those players into revenue. So again, just tons of keyword variations here. You can get the full list emailed to you by entering your email and whatnot. Just an easy way to find a lot of ideas, and you can simply just cut and paste these and put them in a doc, email them to yourself, make a list. Keep that in mind when you're writing your content. Vary your keywords. Don't just use the same one, and I guarantee online poker bonus is going to be a super competitive term. So you need to find something that's a little more, again, the low-hanging fruit is what I like to call it. So wordstream.com/keywords. Try that out. There's a lot of tools like that. It's a great way to find keyword variations and keyword ideas. Another one, again, this one's free. This is AdWords. Again, you don't have to actually have an active AdWords account. You do have to sign up for one, and then you get access to a lot of cool tools. So again, this is just AdWords, Google AdWords. And what you can do is go in, and it works a lot like WordStream. You can, you see here, and your product, your service, for example, flowers or used cars. And what you can do is you can, of course, select your targeting. So if you just want English only, things of that nature, you can see the different filter options. So again, let's just say we want to search for daily fantasy sports bonuses. We're going to use that as our target keyword. You can put more than one in there to begin with, and just click Get Ideas. And it's going to show you search volume trends, which is important. Give you an idea how competitive the keyword is. You can see how it's trending over a time period. You can see September 2015 got really hot for daily fantasy sports bonuses. That's because of the NFL season starting. And then you can see all these ad group ideas. Now these are lots of different keywords jumbled together. You can see the competition for the types of groups they have. And this is ad group ideas. What I like to do is go to keyword ideas, and it gives you a very similar list, but just individual keywords. So you can go through, and we'll let it load up, and you can see you just get tons of keyword ideas here. And you can see the competition, low competition, best fantasy football sites, fantasy sports sites. Just keep looking. Again, there's only 30 on this page. We can bump that up to 50 and we'll see a bunch more. These are all keywords that people search for. May not be super high, volume, but it's keywords. Give you an idea when you're writing your content. So you're varying your content keywords up, your long tail phrases, things like that. Again, I kind of picked up pretty basic keyword. You can put in some different variations there. Again, this is just to give you an idea how you can use this. You can select targeting, select your keyword, modify your search. You can download the data. You can do all sorts of stuff here. And the suggested bid, if you've never used AdWords, that basically tells you if you want to make an ad for Google AdWords and have a sponsored ad show up in the search engine, that's what you could expect to pay to get a click, get a placement that would get clicked. So you can tell the higher it is, the more competitive, the lower it is, the less competitive. Pretty simple. You can click on these little questions marks and get some better ideas. But again, this is just a free tool. There's no limits on how you can use it, how many times you can use it. You can play with it and change the settings, change the filters, and really get some great ideas. And again, it's free. So the only limitation is your motivation. The last thing, I pulled up one of my old Google accounts just to show you keywords, because once you get a site up and you get some content up, even if the content isn't very good, as long as it's original content, you'll start to see traffic. It may not be a lot of traffic, but you'll start to see traffic, and you can start to see the search terms that people are hitting your site on. So again, this one you can see there's a lot of, it's a old rakeback site, old poker site with different stuff on it, and you can just see different keyword phrases that people have come here on. As you can see, there's a lot of poker stars, some party poker, and one of the things I like to do when I do a site is a lot of times you'll see, and listen closely here because this will make you some money. What you'll see is people do a poker review, a casino review. So let's say we do Poker Stars review, Poker Stars bonus code article, and then they move on. They might do a news article on Poker Stars and things like that. What I like to do is I like to dissect every room. So I'll do a review, I'll do a bonus page, but I'll also do a promotions page. I'll have a news page. I'll have a banking page or a deposit options page. I'll have a game selection page. I'll have a reload bonus page. I'll have a cashback page if they have that. And I'll do that for every site. And what that gives me is instead of 2 articles for a site, I can have 20 articles on a site. And every one of those articles is going to have content in it. May not be the most compelling stuff, may not be stuff people search for every day, but people are going to eventually find some of those terms. And what happens when you have a lot of content is you'll inadvertently start ranking for long tail keywords. That'll be longer phrases like this one: party poker bonus code for existing players, party poker bonus code, or poker stars bonus code for current players, rake back for everyone. You know, just these keywords that I didn't intentionally put in the content to try and rank for, but organically I rank for them because I have 30,000 words about poker stars or another room on a website. So that's what happens when you just get a lot of good content up. So keep that in mind. That's why we always hear content is king, because sometimes you just kind of fall backwards into a good keyword. And again, it may just give you, I might just get 10 searches for this term and 10 for this term and maybe 5 for this term, whatever, but eventually that adds up. And that's how you end up getting a site that gets more and more traffic. Just keep turning out that content and making sure you're not just reusing the same old keywords every time. Don't use the same keywords repeatedly that every other site has. Try to vary that up. Try to make variations. Try to think outside the box a little bit. And that's the best advice on keywords I can give. I'm not going to claim I'm the authority on the matter, but I can tell you that these basic tactics work. So keep that in mind when you're building a site. Keep that in mind when you're getting ready to write content and you're planning content for a website. And hopefully that'll help you guys get more traffic, make more money, and just help grow your business. So that's the end. I don't want to make this too long. I appreciate everybody listening to these, sharing these, leaving comments, hitting me with questions. Really appreciate it, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it on social media, Twitter, Facebook, just wherever you go, share it for me. Let me know what the next topic you want covered is. I'm going to try and do one of these every week like we've been doing. I've got some cool interviews coming up. I like to interview people that are interesting to me. It's not about, whether they're affiliates or super successful. Got an interview with Chris Sebas coming up again. The first one, the audio really sucked on it. We're going to talk about fantasy sports, the FBI investigation, all that good stuff. Got an interview with Chris Carlson coming up, the owner of 4cube.net, the owner of Pass, part owner of PAL. He's got a lot of cool business ventures outside of gaming, so we're going to talk about some of that. And I've got a couple SEO guests coming up. So again, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the questions and comments. Keep them coming, and I'll keep doing these. Again, thanks guys, and I'll have another video out soon. Thanks.